So here's the thing nobody talking about. While everyone losing their minds over AI taking their jobs, I am sitting here at 22 running my own marketing agency and I have never been more confident about my failure. And no, it's not because I am same tech genius who know how to build AI. Actually, it's the complete opposite. See, 3 years ago, I was a broke college student in a small town in Bangladesh, failing at literally everything I tried online. And now I'm running Maxbe Marketing, working with clients internationally and building skills that AI actually makes more valuable. Not sales, not less, and in the next 10 minutes, I am going to be show you exactly which skills those are, why they are AI proof, and how you can start building them today, whether you are a 16 or 60. Look, I am Bisho, but most people know me as a CP Bisho. I am not going to be stand here and pretend I have been doing this for decades and I have that made a millions overnight. I am literally just a 22 years old economics student from Nashur who figured out something figure some things out in the hard way. But here's what matters to you. I am close enough to whether you probably are right now to remember exactly what it feels like to be scared, confused, and watching everyone panic about AI. I am far enough ahead to see which skills actually matters when you the decades sustain. By the end of this video, you will know exactly three skills. By the end of this video, you will know the 3 skills categories I am betting my entire career on, the specific frameworks I used to learn them, and the exact mistake I made so you don't have to. No fluff, no theory, just what actually works in 2026. But first, let me take you back to December 3rd, 2021. I am at my auntie's house in Tiruvandor. My SC exams got delayed because of COVID and I am bored out of my mind. I watched this YouTube video, tried earn money with mobile, classic clickbait, right? But something clicked. I thought, why not? Fast forward to 2 years, I had failed at online service, CPA marketing, Facebook promotions, you name it. I crashed and burned it out. I even launched this wild project called World CPA in 2003, spent months on it completely flopped, but here's the thing about those failures, every single one of them taught me something AI will never understand: context, human context, the difference between what people say they need to and what they actually respond to. And that's lesson number 1 about AI-proof skills. AI is incredible at patterns but terrible at context. See, what ChatGPT writes content, it can sound perfect, but those it know that your audience is rural Bangladesh responds completely differently than someone in New York. That is, understand that the same marketing message that works on a 22 years old entrepreneur feels flat within the 45 years old small business owner. No, because it's never failed. It's never spent money on ad campaign that went nowhere. It's never had to prove a business model at 2 a.m. because the data showed nobody wanted what you were selling. So let's get into it. The first AI-proof skills category I am obsessed with: strategic thinking and pattern recognition through failure. Now I know what you are thinking. That sounds fancy, Bisho, but what does it actually means? Here's what it means for me. Before I got into digital marketing, I spent a year as a mechanic. I literally a mechanic fixing motorcycle and mechanics at a local shop during 18 and 19. And you know what mechanics do all day? Dynamic is the problem. You hear a worried sound, you don't just randomly replace parts. You think, okay, the sound plus this vibration plus this small means it's probably the specific component failing. This pattern recognition, and now I do the exact same thing with marketing campaigns when an SEC is not working. It don't just panic and change everything. I look at the patterns, it's a keyword targeting, content quality, technical issues, backlink profile. I diagnose it like I am diagnosing an engine problem. And here's why AI can replace this. AI can give you a checklist, it can say improve your content quality, but you cannot tell that based your specific niche, your audience behavior, your commuter landscape. The real issue is that you are targeting keywords with commercial intent when your content is educational. That's judgment. That's come from reps, from failing, from actually bringing in the teenagers. Actionable framework. Start a failing log. I am serious. Every time something doesn't work, a post that flops, a campaign that booms, a series of work that goes nowhere. Write down 3 things. What did I expect to happen? What actually happened? What pattern does this reveal about my audience problem approach? Do this for 6 months and you will have a pattern recognition database that's worth more than any AI prompt library. You know what's funny? When I was a kid, I used to build electrical garbage. I did take batteries from old mobile phones with a wire, the up and make lights. I did salvage microphones from a broken speaker and built a new ones. My family thought I was worried, but that figure it out mentality. That's the second AI-proof skills category: resourcefulness and creative problem solving. Here's the stat for you. According to the LinkedIn's 2026 Workspace Learning Report, 68% of experiencers said the skill they value most is ability to solve novel problems with limited resources. Not coding, not AI prompting, resourcefulness, because here's the truth. AI is the trained on existing solutions. It's amazing at giving you the standard playbook. But when you are facing a problem that's never been solved before, or when you need to archive results with tiny budget or no team, limited time, that's where humans thrive. When I started Maxbe Marketing in July 2024, I don't have money for paid ads, I don't have a team, I was a student juggling economics classes and trying to build a business. So what did I do? I went all in on SEO and organic content strategy. Why? Because I am cool, trade time for results. I could learn it deeply, apply it constantly, and create assets that kept working without ongoing costs. That's a resourceful decision. AI would not just told me run Google ads, but I don't have the budget. So I found another way, which brings me to skill category 2, deep domain expertise in high impact areas. Listen carefully. AI makes generalists obsolete, but it makes specialists invaluable. Here's what I mean. ChatGPT can write a pretty good blog post about SEO, but can it audit a website within 500 pages? Identifying those specific technical issues, killing its ranking. Prioritize fixes based on ROI. It important in a quantity study that aligns with both search intent and business goals. No, that's because deep expertise. So here's my approach. I don't want to try be good at everything. I picked a high leverage skill where depth means matter more than breadth. And I go deep. For me, that's been so SEO and organic traffic study because it's complex, instantly evolving, and directly impacts revenue. Data-driven content study because AI can create content but can strategize what content to create based on businesses' goal about audience psychology. Ethical after marketing because trust and authentic recommendation can be automated. Notice a pattern? Those are all skills where judgment, experience, and contextual understanding matter more than just knowing the machines. Pick on a skill that meets 3 criteria. It directly impacts revenue or results, not just busy work. It requires contextual judgment, not just following steps. It benefits from compounding knowledge. You get better when you every rep, then commit to going from pretty good to top 10%. That skill over the next 12 months. How 70% practice actually doing the work, 20% of learning from people ahead of you. Courses, mentors, case studies, 10% experimentation, testing new approach the experts have not validated yet. And that brings me to the third category, and honestly, that one I think matters most. Human connection and authentic communication. Here's something I learned from my biggest failure. World winner CPA. I built that entire project around what I thought people needed. I created tools, resource, system, and I flawed. Why? Because I never actually connected with the people I was trying to help. I never asked them what they were struggling with. I never built trust first, compared that to how I run things now. I share my failure openly. I tell people I'm a student still figuring this out. I show them my real journey, the messy parts, not just the highest reel. And you know what happens? People actually trust me. They engage, they ask questions, they hire Maxbe Marketing not because I am cheapest or most experienced, but because they feel like I actually understand their situation. AI can do that. AI can mimic empathy, but it can actually care. It can generate personalized messages at scale, but it cannot build real relationships. So here's what I am doubling down on. Storytelling, framing information in ways that land emotionally, not just logically. Active listening, actually understanding what clients and audience need, not just what they say. Community building, creating shapes where people help each other, not just consume content. Actionable framework. Start with one small community. It could be 50 people in a Facebook group, 100 followers on Twitter, or 20 engaged email subscribers. Does not matter. What matters is that you show up constantly, share authentically, win and losses, and genuinely helps people without expecting immediate returns. Do that for 6 months and you will have something AI can never replicate. Real test. Look, I got it. The AI panic is real. Every week there's a new tool that can do something we used to play humans for. It's scary, but here's what I have been realized at 22. Running my own agency while still in college, AI is not a threat. Complemency is. These people, the people who are going to struggle are not that ones being replaced by AI. They are the ones who stopped learning, stopped adapting, and stopped bringing real skills that compound over the time. Meanwhile, I am over here excited because AI handles the grunt work, which means I can focus on strategy, creativity, and human connection. The step I actually enjoy and the step that creates real value. My mechanic background taught me that when new tools come out, they don't replicate good machines, they make good machines more valuable because they can do more, faster, and better. Same thing here. So here's what I want you to do after watching this. First, actually pick on skill from what we talk about today and commit to going deep for the next 90 days. Not 5 skills, not a little bit of everything on. Second, start your failure long today. Next time something doesn't work, don't just move on. Extract the lesson, build your pattern recognition machine. And third, is this resonating with you? Do me a favor, smash the like button so you to know that's actually helped somebody. And drop a comment telling me which skill you are commenting to. I read every single comment and I'll reply with specific advice for your situation. And obviously, subscribe if you want more honest, no BS content about building real skills and real businesses in 2026. Not guru nonsense, just someone a few steps ahead willing to share what's actually working. Remember, AI makes medical obsolete, but it makes it experimental irreplaceable. So don't panic, don't freeze, just build skills that actually matter. Stay radically honest about your journey and focus on creating real value for real people. I am Bisho. I'm figuring this out right alongside you, and I will see you in the next on video. Bye.